I'm so excited to launch my brand new book, Astrology Realized, Your Journey to Understanding Astrology. Buy it now on Amazon.com. Hello, fabulous Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of September 2013. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month asks you to pay attention to your foundation and to look at what is it that you are building. The focus becomes very much on home, becomes very much about the ground. Now, this is not so glamorous for a lot of you out there. I do think that we do collectively put a lot of focus on the outward achievements, on what is being shown, what is being accomplished, what is being done. And that certainly has its place, but maturity asks us to consider how what we are doing today and what is happening right now is actually slowly but surely building towards those moments that become much more public and much more out there. This is what you're being asked to pay attention to now. For some of you who are parents, you're going to be asked to look at your role as a parent, if you like the way that it's going, if you like what you're doing. But for all that, there are some small refinements to be made, but it looks like you're about to learn how to be more effective as a parent. Ultimately, and I've heard this said again and again by those people who do have children, your children are your teachers. Well, this month the lessons really hit home for you, but it is very much about you. It's about you observing how you are as a parent. And if you like it, great. You're going to emphasize those things that you like, and where you don't, you're going to reflect on that and think about what you can do to build the foundation so you can help raise children who become amazing adults. Those of you who don't have children and don't have an eye to that at all, you're going to find your family asks for a lot of your attention, whether that's your parents or your childhood connections. Those are the areas and the people who are going to ask you to allow them to share their love with you. Allow them to be present for you and for you to be there for them. Now, for some of you, a few of you out there, it does look like there might be a little bit of an inconvenience with this, but for all that, there is a willingness that is really very nice. And so this energy is with you in the beginning of the month. And others of you, this has to do with home, right? It's just home, where you live, and changes around where you live, whether you're moving or someone new is coming into your living space. So keep that all in mind, but you're not just there for the whole month, okay? So don't worry about that. Yes, there is a lot of focus on the ground, on what you're building, on the foundations, and in a very literal manifestation, the home and the family. But very quickly you see how giving these areas of life that attention actually allows you to do all those things that we do, as I said, emphasize as a culture, which is very outwardly and which has to do with achievement. Towards the end of the month, your focus does shift towards career, towards goals, towards thinking about what is it that you actually want to achieve in the world. And this is where your earlier experiences of the month are really going to come into an understanding that you can actually benefit from the experiences you had in the early part of the month. The early part of the month shows you where it is that you are, and the later part of the month shows you where it is that you want to go, and allows you also an opportunity, a career-related opportunity that can see you actually moving strides in the direction that you desire, especially where it comes to your career. And it is really then when you are going to reflect on the experiences of the beginning of the month to understand what it is you have, if you have the credentials, if you have the experience, if you don't, how do you position yourself? How do you open yourself up to an opportunity that maybe on the surface might not look that like you qualify? But I think you're going to actually surprise yourself with some very clever thinking, which you're very good at doing. You're going to find a way to present your case in a way that really pleases the right people, impresses the right people. And some of you out there are even going to see yourself jump up steps of the ladder of success and move along a very positive direction. Again, as the beginning of the month starts, it might not seem as glamorous. It might even seem quiet in some respects to you, but that's okay. Just focus on where you are. Focus on the ground on which you stand, and cherish every experience that comes. Because once we get you to the later part of the month, that's when all the experiences that you have and all the work that you do on a more quiet level starts to pay off in a very big way. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.